Watching the Tanya Mullings Show, and welcome to the H.E.R network on Zingo TV, channel 251. Please remember to download both the Barn Burner and Zingo TV apps in their respective app stores on iOS and Android devices. While you download, make sure you rate and leave a comment. Both apps are free. Zingo TV is also available on Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire and Fire TV sticks, Roku and Roku sticks, also on all smart TVs 2016 and forward. And tonight I have world-renowned drummer, producer, artist, music director, Paul KasticK, and we call him Groove Galore. He is here tonight. Paul, thank you so much for being on the show.
Big up, girl, every time. You don't know when you call, we have to drop whatever we are doing. Well, I know, you listen to this, we have to meet Tanya in a hotel room of Vice tune.
Remember that?
Remember that?
Yes. Oh, trust me, to my viewers, I feel honored to have this man on my platform. What he's talking about right there, we actually years ago worked on a track. I called it Spell on Me. Unfortunately, Miss Picky Tanya didn't want it released. I was going through a cold and we never released it. But that song, I want to revisit that song. I just absolutely love it.
We can, for real, seriously.
Yes, it was a bad tune. I actually sang it on an interview one time, a cappella, and they said, let me know when it's dropping, and we never dropped it.
I'll pull it up, man, because I plan for update the rhythm there, and we have some shatter tune on it, so definitely we can.
Yes, and to my viewers, you saw Maxi Priest here 2 weeks in a row, and this man right here is Maxi Priest's drummer, Paul KasticK, Groove Galore, and has worked with so many in the business. But first off, I said in the intro, world-renowned drummer, you heard me, producer, and you heard me put artist in there. I said artist because this man has worked behind so many greats, and now, long overdue for him, he's gonna step out as the artist. Y'all ready for that? Y'all ain't ready for that? Paul, I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm so happy to be able to tell everybody this. He is coming out as the artist.
We're going to try a thing. We're going to try a thing.
No, you ain't trying a thing. I mean, I got to shout out my girl, Belinda Brady. He did Show Me with Belinda Brady. And I was there at the video shoot with them. And Paul, we went outside and he started to drop some things on me. And I had to stop and look. And I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, oh my gosh, you got all this in you and you sitting there and you're not doing this solo career. I was like, boom. Oh, trust me. You guys ain't ready for this.
Yeah, it might be a nice vibe. I mean, it might be a really nice vibe. So, in due time, 2021, definitely not 2020, because 2020 is a wrap.
Oh, trust me. So that's all you got to say? You can't give him. You can't give him any more details.
Well, as I was telling you that, from as far back as I can remember, I've always been drawn to a lot of the rock and roll side of things from school days, MTV time. So, you know, I've kind of like always wanted to do this hybrid, not just the regular, you know, Jamaican artists has always done lovers rock. We master that, but I've wanted to do certain rock songs that were my favorite from the MTV H.E.R band days, like Van Halen, Whitesnake, Foreigner, U2, blah, blah, all of that. But I wanted to do it not just the way how we've heard them being done over the years, where it's pretty much straight ahead. I wanted to do it more aggressive with keeping the true nature of the guitar in it. Meaning basically the only thing changing from what we know as the rock songs, like Here I Go Again, Is This Love, the power ballads. The only thing changes is most likely the drum and the bass in terms of a different beat, you know, because I make it more hybrid, dancehall, reggae, pop style. But may I keep the true nature of the guitar. The guitar is going to be so aggressive, and that's the difference may I bring. Other than the fact that may I try sing them, but you know.
What try.
You know, well,
Hey, you're not trying.
and that was not intentional. It never started out like that. I had no plans for that. But you don't know. It's some of the time I try to reach out to artists and it's a problem. Everybody up on tour, everybody will have their own schedule, and then we have to just after a while, you know, me just kind of like say, wow, you know, my brethren, Taddy P, you know, Taddy P is a youth well, as much as me in the business long before him. It's so funny that somebody younger can come and really even light a fire underneath you. Seriously, because what Taddy P do 3 albums. I mean, like, damn, that youth tell us a doing thing and whatever. But you know, Taddy P is a youth where always I said to me, say, KasticK, but can't sing like you, you know. What you do? I mean, like, Taddy P, what you mean? Him say star boss, that time you stop trying to give the heap artists them the whole of them ideas that we have and just do them for yourself. I mean, I said, but I never really have no plan like that. And he said, star, a joke, because we can't sing like you. Yeah, sing long time. I mean, like, I mean, just all right, whatever. I start work on 1 thing, 2 thing, 3 thing, 4 thing, 5 thing. And then the pandemic come now, all we had on our hands was time. So now we're there on 12 thing.
Yes.
So we got 12 tune now. And I've kind of like really have like the last 4 tunes to be mixed. Now I'm working on the mix and now 10 tunes fully done, mixed and mastered. 3 video shoot. Just vibes, man. Just vibes, man. I just something in our soul need for come out, man.
Yeah. Well, any collabs on the album?
Benetton that used to tour with Maxi. I mean,
yes.
It's and that again, it was never planned. It was just like when I do the tune, I'm like, all right, I don't really want to put the same guitar solo in a disc tune. Yeah. Let me check Benetton, and Benetton light a fire upon that. And I did have this other song named Is This Love, which is by a group named White Snake, which is a very popular song worldwide. Yeah. And that did finish. I mean, I said, there was something about it. And I said, gee, it have another guitar solo. I mean, I said, no, me don't need to repeat that guitar solo. And I just happened to be in Kingston and somebody brought a girl named Sense Love, Bonnie Wheeler daughter.
Nice.
I met her and we hit it off. Next thing, we send her the track in New York and my girl going to the studio and glaze it.
Nice.
So basically, those, from what I can remember, those are really the only 2 collabs. Everything is me and my lonely self out there. Me.
It's like groove galore.
Me, and I always want company, you know, so I have to say Rudy Valentino because Rudy working, you know, me and Rudy had worked at test and stuff. So Rudy and me is like, we're just lucky in production-wise, no matter where in the world, in the Germany, and he's working close with me on everything, and all the guitar work and ideas. He actually brought some songs to the table that I had no inclination for do, like YouTube. I mean, I love YouTube, but I couldn't see myself. I say, oh, I want to do over YouTube too. But sometimes it's so funny how music moves you, at least me. Because when Rudy called me, I said, KasticK, man, you got to check this out. It's YouTube 1. Man, like, 1, boss. But when him send me the track and me press play, I'm like, bomba clot. This hot. I'm a force myself to say, all right, I have to go learn that tune. And I'm really and truly, I'm one of the better tune them how it come out. Same thing with a Red Hot Chili Pepper song we bring to the table. I never even knew that song. But I had the idea of doing a Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it was Under the Bridge, their most popular song. But Rudy called me one day again. Once again, I said, KasticK, I'm sending you this track, man. I think this would be good for your voice and whatever. And I said, which tune this? Say a name, I Could Have Lied. I go up on the internet, I'm typing I Could Have Lied. And I said, and that tune is Rudy want me. I don't even know that tune here. But he said, send me the track. Wait, it went Bill. I'm like, how can I not do this tune? Because of just the infectiousness of the production. So I said, Rudy, send me the session. And of course, we have to put my like a spin on it. And me and him gang up, man. So Rudy, very instrumental in being my sidekick on this thing, you know? Seriously.
Yes. So we already know the album is reggae, but what would you classify the whole project if you wanted to say the kind of music?
Well, listen, it is a cover project, but really and truly is reggae rock, but I don't think if you just say that to certain people without explaining them probably like reggae rock, okay? But it's more of a hybrid because I didn't play live. I mean, obviously, I could have played live if I want, but sonically, when I try keep it where the beats, them and everything tuned in to what's going on nowadays sonically with everybody, meaning the kids, the younger generation, them go feel the beat, them because the beat them young. But the people them were in our age group when know the songs them go and feel just the whole arrangement and how everything put together. And it wasn't a conscious decision when we say, oh, I'm not play live, whatever. It was just like the shit did feel so right already. That's why I said, no, I'm not mess with this. I mean, obviously, I can play drums and I can bring it to the table if I want, because I work with Gus now. I help produce his record. Gus is a guitarist from Barry Salmon. And Gus is somebody that we met from 1985 when we just leave high school. And you know how we hit it off? Is when we mentioned Van Halen and the youth take out the Van Halen cassette. And we realized that the two we have this love for heavy metal rock music. So for years, me and Gus are trying to figure out when we have time off, if we can spin it, if we can get for work on something. It never happened all these years until the last 3 weeks. All the years we know each other, we never got a chance to start work on a rock thing. So now me I produce with him his instrumental guitar album, which is same hard rock, some going to be dancehall vibe, it going to be whatever. And I'm playing live drums on that. But my project is just a different vibe. And it's hard to explain. When you hear it, you're going to understand why I never really choose to go to a movie. If I play live, it just sounds wicked anyway, you know?
Yes. Can you do me a favor? Because I'm watching you on the background. I don't know the virtual background. Unfortunately, when you're moving around, we're losing you. So I don't know if you can, and we're on air. And the network is asking to remove the background. I'm losing you, like how we lost Maxi in the album launch.
Oh, really?
I don't see you. Yeah, and it's if we could just move or come closer again, you know, if you don't mind. Yes, and like you were saying, as you're trying to fix that, you were saying people got to hear this, and I got the opportunity, like I said, when Belinda Brady was shooting Show Me video shoot, I felt honored to be in the car and be able to get that Prips of the new stuff. Like, I'm blown away. Like, people, you're just not ready for this. And we would really like to give you a Prips tonight of it, but we don't want to Prips it like that, because unfortunately we were trying to make it come across the air and it's low and distorted, and that's not the way we're going to premiere something like this. When you guys hear it, you got to hear it correct, you know? But I wanted to say something to you, Paul. You worked closely with Danglin. We're going to get into that, but I want to say something first before we do. You came here to Toronto with Maxi Priest for the Jerk Fest in Toronto. And I remember standing backstage. There's a reason why I'm telling this story. I remember standing backstage and I heard the track. Is it coming off? It's still not coming off, they're saying. Your virtual background is still there.
Oh, you want me to take it? All right, let me see.
Yes, please. Sorry for the interruption,
how do we take it?
everybody.
Remember, let me see if I can.
Just come closer. They're saying the show will come off the air if it's not gone away. Anyways, yes, so you came here to Toronto and you were producing. He was working with Danglin. Sorry, I got thrown off, everybody. He was working with Danglin, and all of a sudden I'm backstage and I hear the song with Danglin and myself On My Way. We were speaking about that last
Your
week.
song, right,
Yes,
right.
my song featuring Danglin, with Danglin produced. But Paul KasticK did not produce that track. That track was produced by Maurice Gregory and Dean Pond out of Florida.
Yeah, man, bonafide.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
The reason why I'm telling this story is because when I heard it playing, I went to go look for the sound guy to say, well, big up, thanks for the play, because it's going across the park. And I go to the sound guy and I'm watching Maxie and them, and Paul's up there and he's setting up his drum kit. And then he says, no, T, I put it on. And I said, what?
Right.
You put that on?
Okay, I removed the background. It should be better now.
Yes, that looks good. Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
So he said to me that he put it on. I'm telling this story because this is an example of supporting each other. Paul, I said, he told me that he makes a CD of his production with Danglin, and he put that song in there. And everywhere he goes, where they're setting up the drum kit and setting up Maxie's setup, he plays that CD. So Maxie Priest travels worldwide, and I give thanks that you took it upon yourself, Paul, to put my song on there and promote me. I thank you.
The tune bad. When me hear the tune, me I'm like, yo, that tune here bounce away. I love the tune. My thing was that only this story said, you and Danglin not get to shoot a video for that tune there. Because that tune is shot. To this day, I mean, when we play that tune there, it stand up against everything we're out there. So I when me know say you was coming, so I say, watch me and Tanya now. Hold this. But done.
I was like shocked because I'm looking and I'm saying, like, where's that coming from? I know it's in the park, but you know, when you're backstage, we eat and and I'm like, it kind of set me off. Like, did I hear that right? You know? So
yeah, man. All of Danglin tune them. Whether me have nothing to do with them, all of the tune them before me. No, man, I have them in a playlist, and what happened is that I came up with this. There was this thing that always bothered me about live concerts over the years. It just always bothered me about when people come for watch a concert.
Yeah.
My issue was, and I think the promoters them will learn this. It's kind of like you do a disservice. To me, it's like, okay, if you go and you know so the artist you're going to watch is Maxi Priest and Beres Hammond, and you know so them style of music, I love us rock mainly. How the hell you go have jump up, bag tune, some different type of tune, and you get the people in a subliminal vibe where them energy up so, but the artists for them come for watch the main event is Lovers Rock. It's a different theme. And we just kind of like, we were in Hawaii 3 years ago, and they just get fed up. Like, you know, me tour and see so much things internationally. And there was a tour we did in 2006, Third World, UB40, Maxi Priest, Toots, and Rick Rock. Rick Rocker sing Wasn't Me with Shaggy. And every night, when UB40 I got start, we're out at the front. And let me tell you something. From Toots done play the last note, and the stage is now getting ready for UB40. The music that the audience is hearing was related to what UB40 does.
Yes.
So you get yourself in a mode for the main event. You're not hear soca tune before a roots pop reggae band. There's a disconnect there. And you mess up your audience because some of the time it affect the performance of the artist. Me see it, me live it. We have done this from 89 with Maxi, with everybody. And me just always said, how them do that? So, and then I noticed that UB40 them put in a CD that played for 35 minutes.
Yes.
And from song 1 to the end was in the theme of what you come to expect from UB40. So by the time them ready for the curtains to open and UB40 come on the stage, the people are now conditioned for UB40. You can't have Vibes Cartel and all of them that's something I play and Elephant Man and other something. We're not tuned in with and then it hurt the artist. And when the artists come out now, out front now and I perform now, if the crowd is dep on a tempo of 110 BPM and 120 BPM, and we know so that is, and then Maxi come on and I sing, oh baby, the people them riled up there, so it's hard for them come back down. So you find that them reaction to the artist now is kind of like.
I was gonna say keep singing so them can hear a little bit of the singing voice.
So it's just a vibe there. I just went to Maxi one night with the Hawaii Blue Note and I said, yo, Star, I want to go on stage 15 or 20 minutes before Maxi come on, because we know Maxi set list is about 15 tunes, but I know also that there's a bunch of songs that Maxi won't be doing, and I know that the crowd that will come to see him yearning to hear some of in catalog. Some of us go up on the stage and start play some Maxi from 84, 85, mix it up with some dangling tune, but keeping it in that theme where I'm not going to play a friggin' EDM tune. I'm not going to play an EDM tune. I'm not going to play a country and western tune. People are coming for your Maxi Priest, so I play some stuff where in that tempo. And what I do is I play 90% old Maxi Priest that we know we're not doing in the set. And if you look on the people in face, when they up on the stage, I play the thing then. Priceless. Priceless. You can see the whole place tuned. When we say them tuned, Maxi not have to do nothing when they come up because they already have them locked. And I think that is something where promoters miss. We see it happen reggae on the hill in a Barbados. With the on the stage I set up for Maxi, and you have a DJ beside me. I'll make a bag of noise and I play something super speed, and then we are come on or come to just a little bit longer, baby. Because and I'm like, that don't make no sense. I just them vibes, man.
Yes. Well, now that we're talking about Maxi, you don't know we have to big him up for the Grammy nomination this year.
Yeah, big up. Of course, man. Yeah, man, Shaggy. You did some touring for that album last year, man. A big up, man. A good things, man.
Yes, and of course we can't leave out all the other nominees. Big them up, big up, big up, big up, everybody. I love the lineup this year.
Father Toots, you don't know.
Yes.
Bojo. Who else get nominated?
Skip Marley. The Wailers. And Maxi.
Hold on, no. Can I draw? Man, like Wailers. Can I draw the card on the street? Which one are the Wailers? There's 3 Wailers. There's 3 Wailers. I'm like, which one are the Wailers? So, I don't know. I didn't know say Wailers. I have to go check iTunes. I never know say Wailers have an album out.
Yeah, well, that's always the case. We have to go check some of them. So it go. But of course, we know Bon raised in Mobay, because you had to like send me some pictures today of you on the beach and show off how me over here in the cold. Beautiful beach, you know, to my viewers, you have to rub it in. Absolutely beautiful. Straight up. Mobay.
Yeah, man. Sweet.
So we have to talk about, I mean, the journey. You've been doing it for a long time. You started in this thing a long time. I don't know if you want to give us the short version of starting in the industry before you got to the big Paul KasticK Groove Galore.
Yeah, man. You know, 84, when I left high school and go college, I was just buying time. I was going to college, but my mind was set in a whole other direction. But you don't know, the parents, the mother, give it to you and make the whole community hear, or you're workless, or you're going to be workless musician.
Oh my goodness.
The regular thing, you know, so we just follow the script and what our parents them want, but they just have a tunnel vision about where we know more and do. So, you know, doing 1 year in man to be a community college, but me I do accounts, English literature and science, computer science. We're like, really? That time job offers I come to it from we did in a 5th form at Herbert Marson. We had job offers. So it's just kind of like we just have to just move. And we just start playing. We start playing at the hotel, you know, Negril, Kaiser's Cafe, them places, and 85 we decided to go Disco Inferno and took the resident job out there, start playing out there, 85, 86, 87, leave. That was a band named Zenith with Benji Myers and myself. Benji Myers and Mikey Gitz. And then with 87, joined Tony DaCosta Affair, which was like the top band probably in the whole country. Tony DaCosta Affair was Jamaica. Tony DaCosta was Jamaica's premier jazz singer. I don't know if you know him, but we're renowned. Tony DaCosta, like stellar singer, like musician, keyboard player. So he had the band at Seawin Hotel, and people in the band, Junior Jazz, Mikey Stevens, who was my classmate, Blackbeard, my idol as a drummer coming up. Him was like, I was tunnel vision and that guy. Everything about reggae drumming and styling, to him very dressing. I was copying everything about Blackbeard. That them have Bonafide now in a Vegas. You must see about Bonafide.
Yes.
You there Vegas. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so, and from Tony DaCosta was a top band. You had two bands in Moby to talk about. You had Studs band and you had Tony DaCosta. Ark Steel will tell you, Mark Steel.
Steel, I had him on.
Original Steel. So Steel
everybody, a lot of people don't know Steel and Paul, Benji Myers, all of them go way back.
Me, Steel and Benji and Michael Stevens that play guitar for Bonafide. We had a band called Mystic Force. And we were the band that was, the hybrid from the orchestra band at Herbert Marson. We formed a reggae band called Mystic Force. And we used to do the school circuits, then William Nib, Mannings, Mount Alvernia High School, Moby High. So yeah, man. Mark doing well, Mark in a big up Mark. Mark is in Toronto. My first ever trip to Toronto when I just joined 809. Mark was at that concert. We played at the concert hall with Maxi Prince, Wayne Wonder, Marcia Griffiths, 1989, November.
Yes.
Big show. So
that was 89, you said?
1989, November, we came to Toronto. Cold as hell.
Was concert, that was 809 band? Them time then?
809 band. We was Maxi's band for about 8 months.
Yes.
And we were back in Wayne Wonder opened the show, then Master Griffiths, then Maxi. And that show was sell off. And that was the first I was seeing Mark since he left Jamaica. So Mark was at the show, and me and Mark we talked up to last week. And him hear two of the songs them, and him have like him in shock.
Oh, that's new stuff he heard.
Yes, him hear two of the things. And of course, he must say, boss, about time, because you're going like you want to don't play a drum all your life. You don't know, so you can't sing from long time.
It's funny because that's what I used to say about Glenn Washington. He used to play drums for me, and I used to say, you need to get off those drums and get up front here. You need to be lead vocalist up here.
And he did it. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
But
But it's funny because a lot of musicians and background singers always find themselves in the back when so much of them are so talented that people don't know they have it to be up front, and they just choose to be at the back.
Yeah, because we want to serve and love the artists when we work with and give them the best of us.
Yes.
And that's just what it is. That's what, that's why we make rhythm and we go give the artists where we are work with. When I was playing with Shaggy, everything we create, I made Shaggy hear it first. When I play with Diana, everything I create, I would be making Diana hear it first. With Big Mountain, me leave Shaggy join Big Mountain, and then everything I'm creating, then I'm composing, was brought to what I was doing with Big Mountain. So I just saw it go. We love that, and we wouldn't change it.
No,
we're not trying for change. We don't want. I never ever yearned for nothing called singing. It's been quite fine. Sing some background in the studio and whatever. He's a drummer to heart, and that me still love. Me still get off every day this week. For the past 2 weeks, I go to the studio and I find myself a practice. I mean, like go for ready for lap the studio. I'm like, Jesus, we can't stay a little longer, star.
No, you're up on curfew, you forget?
Yeah, it was curfew at 9 o'clock, man. But Goofy have to do him thing. And we have to
What
kind of
time
like
Goofy lock up?
finish
5 to 9?
2:30. And me just like, I get one dude more and play so. No, man. Drumming is what me really truly love. Singing, we used to sing in at the hotel a little bit and come off of the drum every now and then. And all of that was because of certain musicians. When I say Carl Wright, one of my idol, one of the greatest drummer out of Jamaica, period. I was down at Boys Club one evening, me and Benji, and I think Steele. And I just happened for that while Studsman rehearsed. I just see the guy around this big drum set. And we was there, and I was always hearing about Carl Wright. And I'm like, this is the great Carl Wright. That time I'm like 14, 15, you know.
Yeah.
I want to hear Carl, they want to rehearse in an H.E.R song called Love People. Love people more than money. Stop. Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine. That H.E.R song. And when I say Carl roll off, and the band come in, I was just like, and then them stop, and then I fix some things, and it's like me dead, and I just want to see him do the same role again. And when we did, I was mesmerized, and like that same week is when I decided when I go back to school, I go try sing a song and play the drums.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I ever opened my mouth around the drum set. And that it was in 10th grade at Herbert Morrison. And I just saw you get influenced, you get touched by a moment where literally trigger you to do something where you never did on your radar. And that's exactly why I go on now, because as I said, I never have no plan to do this. But when I listen back to what I've actually done, sometimes we're like, I really made that do that. It's like because I sang every harmony, everything, all vocals. Not one person sing a background on it. And it's like, we can sing some backgrounds because me used to sing backgrounds behind junior jazz. If you can be singing behind junior jazz, junior jazz is one of the most talented musicians that I've ever known in my life. From me in high school and I watched the youth there. So when I joined Tony DaCosta Fair and knowing that I was going to be in a band with junior jazz, I was on the P's and Q's. I mean, used to sing harmony for him. And then when they left, we used to sing harmony for Benji. And if you know Benji,
oh gosh,
you know Benji is a terror when it comes on to him musical things. So I sing harmony for Benji. So over the years, we pick up things and we sing some little tune and sing harmony and thing. And then me and Benji used to produce Benji album, Love You Higher, those songs. And we lick them songs there. I love you.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man, and we do them tune in 93 East, 1993 when Benji come out and I tear up Jamaica, man. And we make them like a tune, me and Benji and Junior Jazz, and just do the works, you know?
So in 2013, Tessa and Chin won The Voice. But before The Voice, there was a big tune that put Tessa and Chin on the map. And to my viewers, that was produced by this man sitting right here, Paul KasticK.
Well, that was
Hideaway.
Yeah, Hideaway was literally. I was a co-producer. That was my same guy, Rudy Valentino, that is helping me on my project. He was the producer in charge. I was a co-producer. I was doing the drumming, was doing the arrangements and everything. And you know, Tessa's story is just like, that's just like, you know, even 2 weeks ago, I was going through my hard drive. And just listen to the tune. And I was just like, to this day, I'm like, if there's anything that I've never played on again, I can tell you, the world has not even scratched the surface of the type of songs that we did with Tessa. Seriously. Because Tefson made some decisions to drop off some songs that we had recorded because a lot of the songs did leak. By the time Tessan album
Are
come out
are
in
you talking
2011.
about you were working on the album with her when she won the voice in between
No,
the birds?
her album was dropped 2011.
Is that
But
after winning the voice?
no, they decided to go do the voice thing in 2013, 2 years after her album dropped.
Okay.
Which was kind of like I think was encouraged by Shaggy, because I think there was a peak. There was a peak where that style, the style she was doing was so different and was so hybrid for Jamaica that, Hideaway did well. Everybody loved it. Even ghetto people I play it, dance, I play it, I wheel it. And it was like a phenomenon. It was like, the funny thing is that the difference with that song is that whereas when we're in the studio, there are certain things we tend to leave for when we are playing live. But we had made a conscious decision when we were recording. When I started Breeder tune them that I was being included in the production, I mean, I said, yo, that thing is special, And Rudy was in charge, and Rudy, the guitar and so. And believe me, Hideaway and those songs, there was no bass player when we were recording. There was no keyboard players. All those tracks were laid with me and the guitar player alone and Tessan. So we would go in the studio, work out the tune, start rehearse, come up with the mix. When we decided to mix, even that was really a take a chance, because bands don't normally, you're not encouraged to do things like that when you're recording. Producer, them want the thing keep straight. And if you're going, if there's going to be a mix on a song, you must remember back in the days is when the engineer mixed the final song, and they might use the master and I go zoom, 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 zoom. But the band wouldn't be mixing. So when we did Hideaway and decided to do nobody wanted I like you and do that, it was just some groundbreaking thing where it did never really promoted or happen on record up to that time. So we know say, and it did freak out people when the DJs them get it, them confused, God, the way the song started sound like it's a ballad. And then when it roll off, it going at this wicked lovers rock. And then further down in the song, it broke out on this big dancehall rock thing. And then at the end of the song, we literally go to a hard rock style. And what going here? So yeah, me just said that to say that when I listen to all the other recordings, them know that I have on my hard drive, I'm just proud for us know say, I think me play some of me. I mean, I'm more advanced now on drumming, but when I listen to that, I think that as a representation, I just think like say, that is some of the best drumming I would have ever played. Seriously.
Yes.
I mean, you have songs out there wanting to hear, dog. May I tell you, wanting to hear that did not make the final cut for the album. Because
and again, that's if those of my viewers who don't know Tessa and Chin, it's Hideaway. Go check it out on YouTube. And I know you're all gonna say, "Oh, I've heard this before. Oh, that's him."
Hideaway, Black Books. We did
many.
shot a video for Black Books stuff, and Arigana. Them tune there. Those were the 3 singles, and and the rest is history. You don't know. Teshan win the voice and mash them up hard.
Yeah, you only work with the best of the best and the baddest vocalists, Tessa and Chin, King.
Well, we're lucky. I mean,
Diana King.
We're lucky.
That's my girl. I love her.
Yeah, I mean, Diana is like
powerhouse.
Diana is a girl that I was hearing about from I was still in Montego Bay, and with City was making a lot of noise.
That's when I met her, City days.
City, they was making a lot of noise. I mean, like, which band this, who them youth are? And them do all the Miss Jamaica show them, all the high profile shows them. And one time they came down to Moby and come down and see me, and I say, Gary Pine. I walk past that time, we up on stage, I play Can't Stop Rocking Tonight. Make me see like Saturday night. Can't Stop Rocking Tonight by, Bloodfire Posse.
Yeah.
One of the brethren, Carl 8, one of my favorite drummers stuff in Jamaica. And I just remember when I got Kingston with 809 and joined 809 now. Dean started to do, when 809 wouldn't be doing a show that had 809, Dean had a secondary thing called Dean Fraser and Friends, which was me, Michael Fletcher, Bowie McCloughlin, and one of the guitarists. And so Dean used to do a lot of corporate gigs in Kingston.
Yes.
which was Dean Fraser and friends. So we used to do like a popular stuff, and that's how we get to meet Diana now with City Heat, Handel Tucker, and the whole thing there. And, you know, Diana did, you know, go on tour with the whole Bobby Brown, Shabba Ranks thing, all of that.
Nice.
And I was just telling somebody a story the other day that Diana came back to Jamaica for Sunsplash after Shy Guy hit. And Shy Guy was on the charts, and they tried the reggae Sunsplash that year back down in Ochi. And Diana came to rehearse, and I remember me and Chris Birch. You know Chris Birch?
Yes.
Me and Birch go around a city for go watch seeing, but I rehearse Diana. And we just go around there and we just, yes, son, heal up Diana and thing. And, but it kind of really frustrated because H.E.R wasn't on Sunsplash because we were supposed to be in Japan. And the tour canceled, and we ended up being in Jamaica doing Sunsplash. I mean, like, we can't play because all the bands then book out now. And I remember just being at my apartment in Kingston the Saturday night, and I'm not going to Sunsplash. I mean, I'm like, damn, all this happened. I'm just there home and watch, I think, Chicago Bulls, something, and then I get a call about 9:30 at the night. And I say, hello, and the person said, KasticK. I said, oh, this, Diana, you know. Them call you. I'm like, them not call you. I'm like, oh, she said them supposed to call you, you know, because I put together my band, you know. And I go on tour and you want to be my drummer. I'm like, what? I chose.
You're ready.
next thing me and Birch. I fly out to New York for going to do some big rehearsal with Diana for go Japan, and the rest is history. We put together Diana first band, and we start tour Europe and Japan and them place, you know.
Yeah, I love her. I had Robert Dubwise on with his brother Shams, and he was telling me that that's the longest rehearsal he's ever had is Diana King. She really rehearses for hours to get her things straight.
No, man, Diana not play it. Diana not play it. But guess what? Don't get it twisted. There's a reason why when we watch the Grammys and the American Music Awards and the MTV Awards and all these things, we freak out and we're in love with what we do. Listen, I used to be at Rocket rehearsals in New York. Rocket rehearsal is the mom and pop rehearsal space in New York. You had H.E.R. If you're there with major label and you have big budget behind you, you rehearse at H.E.R. If you don't have that, or if H.E.R. easy to be booked out because it's only 2 rooms. So Rocket rehearsal owned by Lenny and his wife, that was on 451 West 37th Street and 9th Avenue, Hell's Kitchen. P. Diddy them, Common, Mary J. Blige, name it. And all of them, all the acts them come rehearse. And I've witnessed Nelly and the girl from, what's her name? Everything I Do For You. Da, 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 da. That big hit song Nelly had with the girl from Destiny's Child, right?
Okay.
At the time when right? And Nelly had the song about it's getting hot in here, take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
Me personally witnessed Nelly and him band rehearse 2 songs for 5 days from 11 in the morning to 18 at the night, every single day for those Saturday Night Live. So you can't tell me. That's what I'm saying. When you put in the work and you see the foreign shit look wicked, and guess what is the problem with most of our artists from long time?
You can't cuss.
All right. The problem is that we always feel like we want to rush to a rehearsal.
Yes.
Like in a reggae, we always feel like we have something else more important than the rehearsal. And a rehearsal of the work. Another show of the work, you know. The show is just the final product. If you're flat, that's how you're flat. But everything starts from the rehearsal. And that is one thing with Diana. I learned that with Diana. My first rehearsals with Diana in New York was 12 days. 12 days. Of 10 in the morning
that's why he says,
to 10 in the night.
Yeah, that's why he was saying, Robert was saying, like, she's a perfectionist, and he learned a lot from that, you know, as well as a musician.
Straight up. So when you see Diana sing and I blow the place down and whatever,
She's
She put
wicked.
in the work and she not take
Yeah.
it for she not take it for granted. And we have to
Yes.
put in the work too.
Yes.
We have to put
She's
in the
very
work.
good. Amazing.
We learn from that. We learn from that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We got 5 more minutes left. You see how the time flies?
You see what?
Yes.
Have a chat.
So we're chatting off. But before I get out of here, at Groove Galore Music, make sure you follow him. Watch out for his up and coming stuff. All of his releases are out there. Talk a little bit quick about that again. And I forgot one artist you toured with too. Kamani Marley, Bob Marley's son. We have to put that in there for sure. There's a whole list of who you worked with.
Yeah, man. Kimani, nice. That in itself was different vibe. Like that Kimani style thing was right up my alley because I'm not afraid to embrace the hip hop and the rock.
No,
and the
everything.
guitar. Him love that, and so but it fit right in with that and love that. But since we have 5 minutes left, I just want to make sure say you have the new Dangling single, Miss 2020.
Yes.
See,
and to my viewers, I had Danglin on last week. And again, this is Paul KasticK, the producer of Danglin's music right now. They have
worked
together for years, and all their material is coming out from Paul.
Watch out. That's all I can say, because that you there. At this point in my life, seriously, me never know say, would I have somebody where I can meet where literally where him writing and make me like, blouse and skirt, and what are you there on? I think I'd seen it all in because, I mean, obviously, we work with Shaggy, we work with Maxi. I mean, the level of the artist then speaks for itself. So, and then Tessan. And to me, Tessan was just like, whoa, that was just some new, fresh thing. But I never know, in 2015, I did all get involved with this at Virginia. And when I hear him writing, it made me feel things and just the things that him have to say, the topics them. And at the first person, I feel like, my youth, where did they do that year there? Send me all of them tune it up. Serious, send me all of them tune it up. And I just say, sometimes it's just not fair. It's just not fair. Because when I tell you, honestly, I say it without an apology. This youth you're dangling, I've never known a songwriter on his level.
Yeah, he
wrote, tell you that straight up.
Yes, he wrote On My Way for us, and he said he wrote another one for me that he has. And I said, please bring it to me. Because he, like I said, he's very quiet and humble, but he is so talented.
Any topic the man can write. We have a tune right now where I work on called it's for the school. It's more telling kids to be careful of what you're doing at school. Don't be in a rush to grow up. Enjoy your childhood.
Yes.
Let me tell you, man, if you hear that tune there, almost the whole, every Caribbean country government to have that tune there as a theme song for them picnic. When you hear the things they were dangling, address in that tune there.
Yes.
And we work on it. It done, put on, and we just wait because we have to choose what kind of tune we have put out. But I just said that to say that the youth are dangling and my brethren, him writing is just some next level things where I've like, whoa. I just never expected a meet up somebody new at this point.
Yes.
Years later, where kind of them move me like, whoa, are really them things I ask my youth? Yeah, man, it's dangerous, man. Next level.
Yes, we got 1 minute. Do quick shout outs and we got to get out of here.
Well, I don't know. Dangling same way. Mr. Natch is the next youth I work with in the Cayman Islands. Murder, wicked songwriter. So watch out. Him have Black My Story. I think I've sent it to you. Check him out. Mr. Natch, Sean Smith, my brother. Straight up. Mark Steele, you don't know, at the team. Benji Myers, M. Cologne, my brethren, my business partner in a Kingston, songwriter, who is actually on a song with, and we are come up with Watching Ladies. We did want to drop it this year, walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. Wicked production we have a next year thing. Everything that planned for 2020 after the shutdown.
Okay, thank you. Paul, thank you so much for being on the show. Much
Big up
respect.
Belinda
Always.
Brady. You don't know. Show me what you're gonna do to hold
Show
me.
me, go get it. Videos out. Show me my girl Belinda Brady. She was on here a few weeks back, a long time ago. So go check that out. Thanks again, Paul.
This
Love.
2020, you
Yes.
don't know. Dance all days. Big up yourself.
This show can also be heard on the Barn Burner Network on its 122 platforms. The H.E.R Network is also a part of the Barn Burner Network Inc. Please check out the Barn Burner for all the news and programming. Barn Burner, watch it, hear it, read it, download it, live it. It's the Tanya Mullings Show right here. Catch you same time, same place next week. Have a blessed evening, all. Take care.
Bam.
Bye.